Here for you. Fox 4 News starts now.
Hello, I'm Dan Godwin with a look at what's making news in North Texas. Police have released the name of the man shot and killed in Uptown Dallas. 46-year-old Roderick Butler was shot on the sidewalk near McKinney and Maple Avenues around 5 yesterday afternoon. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Police say the gunman shot Butler and then ran off through parking lots towards Maple Avenue. Still no word on the motive in this case or anything about what led up to the shooting. The US Postal Service is reportedly facing a fine after the heat-related death of a postal worker. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration fined the USPS more than $15,000. OSHA says the Postal Service failed to protect Eugene Gates Jr. from extreme heat. He collapsed in June while on the job. The heat index that day reached 113 degrees. An autopsy found he died from heat and heart disease. The Postal Service has 15 days to pay the fine or contest it. Southwest Airlines pilots will get a 50% raise phased in over 5 years in a tentative agreement with the airline. The board of directors for the Southwest Airlines Pilots Association approved the deal Wednesday. Rank and file pilots still have to approve the contract, which the union says is worth $12 billion. If they sign off on it, it would end more than 3 years of negotiations. Up until now, pilots were pushing for a strike. The union demanded raises and changes to work rules. It also had one other priority.
The membership really wanted one of the core pillars of this contract to be improvements in scheduling.
Scheduling issues played a significant role in Southwest Airlines' meltdown last winter. 17,000 flights were canceled, leaving 2 million travelers stranded over the holidays. Well, one thing we know for certain, airlines and airports are getting plenty of business these days, possibly more than they've ever seen in the past. Fox 4's Paige Ellenberger reports from DFW Airport.
Today is expected to be one of DFW's busiest days for holiday travel. In fact, airport officials say this year could set records for travel, with over 4.5 million people expected to pass through into the new year. Today may get pretty congested too. They're expecting nearly 500,000 people will travel to or from DFW today and tomorrow alone. That's about 5% higher than last year.
Be patient, be kind. Be loving. No need to get in a frenzy. Look at the line already. Just get here early.
To make holiday travel as smooth as possible, airport officials suggest getting to your flight at least 2 hours early. That should give you enough time to park and get through TSA to your gate. Also, if you're dropping or picking people up, use the 1 or 2 hour lots near the drop-off area to keep the curb clear. And of course, there's going to be holiday entertainment. This Friday and next, DFW is bringing in local artists and local musical groups just to pump up that Christmas cheer. Some people here traveling today and through the weekend just may need it. At DFW Airport, I'm Paige Ellenberger for Fox 4 News.
The watchdog group for the Texas power grid says a new program might have artificially inflated prices by as much as $12.5 billion. In June, ERCOT began a new reliability program which pays some power generators to sit on the sidelines and only jump into action when needed. But ERCOT's watchdog says the program created a false impression that energy was scarce, which drove up prices. ERCOT disagrees with the findings, but the Public Utility Commission says electric providers you buy from are seeking more revenue from consumers.
Had ERCOT actually built power plants and put them to the side as a reserve, that would make sense. A practice squad, if you will. But no, they took operating plants out of the regular day-to-day market and put them on the side, and we're paying for them whether we use them or not. This is not right.
ERCOT and state officials say they will reassess the program in the new year. North Texas man is giving thanks this holiday season after suffering a stroke while inside a plane in midair. Richard Flores and his family were on a commercial flight heading back home to Dallas from Phoenix when he suddenly lost his vision. His son-in-law, who is an ER doctor, realized he was having a stroke. The flight was diverted back to Phoenix, where it was met by a mobile stroke unit.
I was in really good hands. I'm real thankful. I could easily be on the other side, but they gave me what I needed, and they were able to look at my brain and see what was going on.
A CT scan showed Flores had a small hole in his heart, which contributed to the stroke. He underwent surgery to close it up. He is grateful to his family, the flight crew, and medical staff who worked together to save his life. Young patients at a local hospital took on the challenge to build a winter village out of Legos. A look at the creation and how an expert stepped in to offer a little guidance.
Rain chances on the way up. We'll time it out for you in your forecast. And jumping right into the forecast, a rainy rest of your Thursday ahead. You're going to need the umbrella. I don't see these showers going anywhere for the rest of this afternoon. And because of the cloud cover, I do expect those temperatures to hover in the lower 60s and potentially upper 50s for the rest of your day. So bottom line is, keep the rain gear close. You're going to need it, not just today, but for the next several days as well. Take a look here at your forecast over the next few days. We do have a changing weather pattern, stormy area of low pressure diving down to the Rockies. That's what's increasing our rain chances. And until Sunday, we're going to be in this southwesterly flow. And with that, disturbances will be passing by. And that's what's going to bring those shower and storm chances to the area every day through Christmas Eve. But after Christmas Eve and into Christmas Day, this trough's going to pass us by, and it's going to really dig into the Mississippi River Valley, and that's going to send some colder air down just in time for Christmas. And we do look to stay chilly well into next week, so we are going to see a chilly pattern change heading into next week. In the meantime, we've got to deal with the rain, though. And for today, I do think we'll see widespread scattered showers for your Thursday into tonight. They should taper off tomorrow morning, and I think most of Friday will be okay. However, heading into Saturday, Saturday night, and into Sunday morning, Christmas Eve morning, it could be stormy at times. So you will want to keep all of your rain gear close by. You'll need it. But after that, we do dry out heading into next week. So timing everything out for you on your future cast. The rest of today, looking a little soggy. We're going to be dealing with those showers, and this will continue into tonight. But I think by tomorrow morning, most of this rain will be off to the east of the Metroplex. There may be a lingering shower early on. We dry out for the rest of Friday. However, heading into Saturday, here we go again. Rain chances starting to return to the area, and these showers just pick up in coverage and intensity heading into Saturday afternoon and especially into Saturday night. Could be quite stormy at times. I'm expecting thunderstorms. Maybe one or two could be on the strong side, though I'm not overly worried about severe weather, but there could certainly be some heavy rain. But by Sunday evening, this is 6 o'clock, all of this activity is off to our east, and our weather improves heading into Christmas, though. We'll be chillier. In the meantime, take a look at how much rain we might see over the next few days. Computer models still pretty consistent in that 2 to 4 inch range on average. We'll certainly take it. All right, so breaking down that Christmas weekend forecast, a lot of you have stuff going on. 67 the high on Saturday. 70 Christmas Eve, way too warm. We'll be dealing with those scattered storms, especially in the evening and into the nighttime hours, lingering into the first half of Christmas Eve. I do think we dry out nicely for the second half of Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day a lot nicer, lots of sun, cold front moving through, and those high temperatures in the upper 50s, so it'll feel quite nice across North Texas for Christmas standards, of course. All right, if you're dreaming of a white Christmas, though, keep dreaming. All the snow is going to be up in the northern plains. Nothing expected here. Across the rest of the country, mild out ahead of that system, right? Got 70s and 60s here in Texas. And I think over the next few days, we will be running warmer than average. In fact, Christmas Eve, we are going to be trending to near 70 degrees. But the good news is Christmas Day, it'll be much cooler, 57 the high, which is exactly where we're supposed to be this time of the year. At night, same thing. We're going to be running potentially 20 degrees above average over the next few mornings before cooling off a bit heading towards Christmas. Now, in the longer range, I do expect some colder air to start heading down into the U.S., but for right now, nothing too crazy in Canada. But you can see that pattern change in the longer range. And this really looks more like an El Nino type of pattern where the south is cooler than average. It's warmer up in the northern plains, and we're sandwiched right in between here in Texas. But either way, I do expect a cooler trend in the longer range. You can see that on your forecast here over the next several days. Well above average, 70 Christmas Eve. But after that cold front on Christmas, we do knock those temperatures down. And heading into next week, much cooler, right? High temperatures trending down to the 50s, lows at night trending down into the 30s next week. In the meantime, we're going to be dealing with those storm chances pretty much every day through Sunday. But starting next week, sunshine does return.
All right, thanks, Dylan. Some children who are in the hospital days before Christmas got a much-needed break from treatments to build with Legos. Their faces lit up as they saw Lego Santa on the roof of a model of Medical City Children's Hospital in Dallas. The best part, they had all the Lego bricks they could need to add their own touch to the build. 6-year-old Jordan Tucker missed his class Christmas party being at the hospital this week, but he did not miss the opportunity to make a new kind of memory.
I've seen a lot of Legos, but not this much.
Did you learn any tips from Tad over here?
Mm-hmm.
How
to make a strong roof, right? It's strong enough to hold a horse up, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty strong roof. As a child, I didn't even know that this was a real job, but as an adult, this is definitely my dream job.
Thaddeus Bennett is a Lego master model builder for the Dallas Legoland Discovery Center. He was on hand to offer the kids some expert guidance on realizing their Lego vision. His biggest build is a mural with more than 100,000 bricks. And there was no shortage of smiles at a kid's Christmas party in Mesquite this morning. Be an Angel organization spread quite a bit of holiday cheer today. Be an Angel is a nonprofit that provides services for the hearing impaired and children with special needs. The kids made their lists for Santa in October, and those wishes were delivered to them today. This morning's event not only brought joy to the kids, but to their parents as well.
It's the best. It's the best. This is literally exactly what he wanted, and Matthew's thrilled. Matthew loves nothing more than getting presents. So this is it's a really nice surprise and a really lovely thing.
The Be an Angel organization is partnering with several school districts in North Texas. And that's a look at what's making news in North Texas. Of course, for news anytime, just go to fox4news.com.